Good day everyone, my name is John Michael Laurio, and for today's video I'm going to share to you what I have learned in the past 6 weeks in Introduction to the Philosophy of Human Person. For Lesson 1, the meaning and method of doing philosophy. Philosophy comes from two Greek words, philos, which means love, and sophia, which means wisdom. Philosophy referred to as love of wisdom. Philosophy is the study of general and fundamental questions about existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language. Philosophers are people who engage in philosophy. Here are some of the well-known philosophers. First, we have Pythagoras, Heraclitus, Democritus, Joannes of Sinope, Epicurus, Socrates, Plato, and lastly, Aristotle. We also have learned the difference between the holistic perspective from a partial point of view in Lesson 1.1. Holistic thinking refers to a perspective that considers large-scale patterns in systems. Partial thinking focuses on specific aspects of a situation. For Lesson 1.2, we have learned about the value of doing philosophy in obtaining a broad perspective on life. So why do we philosophize? Doing philosophy can be applied in day-to-day activities and life perspectives because it involves an evaluative process. Doing philosophy allows a person to make better decisions and act accordingly to situations. We also have learned about the different branches of philosophy. First, we have aesthetics, logic, epistemology, ethics, political philosophy, metaphysics, and lastly, the philosophy of the human person. Lesson 1.3. Doing a philosophical reflection on a situation from a holistic perspective. Reflection. It requires a person to be willing to examine one's thought, feelings, and actions, and to learn more about one's life and experiences. Next is Lesson 2, the method of philosophizing. Philosophical method or the philosophical methodology. It is the study of how to do philosophy. Philosophy is concerned with determining the concept of truth. Truth lies at the heart of any inquiry. For Lesson 2.1, distinguish opinion from truth. Fact. It is something concrete that can be proven. On the other hand, opinion is less concrete. It is a view formed in the mind of a person. For Lesson 2.2, the methods of philosophy lead to wisdom and truth. Although philosophy is an organized body of knowledge, the subject matter of philosophy is questions, which have three major characteristics. Philosophical questions have answers, but the answers remain in dispute. Philosophical questions cannot be settled by science, common sense, or faith. And lastly, philosophical questions are perennial intellectual interest to human beings. Lesson 2.3. Evaluate truth from opinions in different situations using the methods of philosophizing. The discussion on truth is part of philosophical studies on knowledge, where philosophers explore the nature of knowledge and the ways of knowing. We have two types of reasoning. First, we have the deductive reasoning. Conclusion comes first, followed by the main points, and the last will be the supporting data, facts, examples, and evidence. Next is the inductive reasoning. Supporting data, facts, examples, and the evidence comes first, followed by the main points, and conclusion will be the last part. Next is Lesson 3, the human person as an embodied spirit. For Lesson 3.1, we have learned about the human body imposes limits and possibilities for transcendence. Man is the general term commonly used to refer to the entire human race. Human, it refers to man as a species. Person is the personality of a human being's so-called self. Personhood, it refers to the state of being a person. Human nature defines as the nature of humans, especially the fundamental characters and traits of the humans. Self-awareness. It refers to the person having a clear perception of oneself, including his thoughts, emotions, identity, and actions. Self-determination refers to the capability of persons to make choices and decisions based on their own preferences, monitor and regulate their actions, and be goal-oriented and self-directed. Consequence. It is the result or effect of an action or condition. Externality. It refers to the capability of a person to reach out and interact with others and the world. Dignity. It refers to the innate right to be valued and respected. Limitations of the human person. Human persons are naturally deficient beings. This means that we are not prepared with the best physical aspects among all the beings. Limitations can lead to possibilities. Transcendence. It is the ability to change, be dynamic, and continually redefining oneself, which works with our facticity to create change. How do limitations lead to transcendence? The answer is facticity. It refers to the things in our life that are already given. As temporal beings, our most obvious limitation is our finitude, our finite quality or state. The body as intermediary. Intermediary means acting as a mediator. Having a body may prevent us from revealing what we really want to express. Before we end this presentation, I would like to leave you this quotation from Plato. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. We do not act rightly because we are excellent. In fact, we achieve excellence by acting rightly. Thank you for taking your time to watching my presentation. Thank you and have a nice day.